You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is. The Rands have been lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation? Have to come back later, I think. Damn! I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open. Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy. Bingo! Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one. What a very fragile and disturbed person, and utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one? What on earth was that about? Looked like they were burning woolen dolls. A woolen doll burning ceremony. What a very odd course this is. Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door. Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this. What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye. Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes. Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there. So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them. I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this. Wow, isn't that interesting? Very interesting. Interesting. Well, isn't that interesting? Very interesting. According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there. Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in. Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell. Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor. So the kitchen must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true. Have to try again later. I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it. Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam. Could that be where Lisa lives? Run-down house at the end of the lane. That's what Ryan said, wasn't it? I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's? Black mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into. What a very strange experience. And evidently Ryan's not the only one with the key code. The DVD! That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though. So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag. Very odd. Very odd. I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight. Best give Paul a few moments before I knock again. Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well. Well, well. And there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point. So James is interested in poppy pods, is he? I think he's got some explaining to do. I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter. What is Rebecca doing with what is almost certainly morphine? So, prime candidates are the best of the bunch. But to what lengths exactly do Atlas go to work out who the prime candidate is? Sounds like the pub's open. I wonder if Rebecca's working there tonight. Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office. I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure. Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in. Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible? Didn't Ryan say the locked storeroom was upstairs? Strange. Strange? Seems a bit far-fetched to accuse Ryan of killing Kate based on a piece of sticky tape. Then again, I'm sure I've seen that pattern design somewhere before. So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul directly about this, but I think I'll bide my time. See what I can do with this key fob first. That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never remembered to buy one. Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it? A broken window, recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that. So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else? Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan. 7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face. She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma. 9 o'clock. Poor Emma. I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her. The only drug he grows... I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one? Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about third eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one? Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway. I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious. Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with. Interesting admission that Kate flirted with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that. 10 o'clock, it's getting late. I'm going to have to pick up the pace if I'm going to solve this by midnight. That doesn't sound good. 2 totally morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. And what's Kyle got to do with it? I think I might make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself in. Not realizing Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that? So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I think I might have a word with him, work out exactly what this medicine is. That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something. Well, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already. I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test, and what are they doing that's so disturbing anyway? So it is morphine Ryan's taking. The pieces are starting to come together. Now I just have to work out how Kate got hold of it. If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course. A combination-locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look round for that. See how secure and combination-locked it really is. So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment also involve threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else? Midnight. And still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much. So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight. Must have been a very nice laptop to be able to buy a car with the insurance. Or a very cheap car. Might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures. So that's how Kate got the morphine. But what exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate? 11 o'clock. Just an hour left to solve this thing. Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance, letting students test themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate? A few more questions, if you don't mind. Couple more questions, if that's okay. A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ask you a couple more things, please. Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Ask about a few more things, please. Couple more questions, if that's okay. Few more questions, please. Ask you a couple more things, please. Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Thank you. Probably be back later. That's all for the moment. Thank you. Be back later on, if that's okay. Thank you. Probably be back later. Thank you. Probably be back later. That's all for the moment. Thank you. Be back later on, if that's okay. Thank you. Probably be back later. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. That's it for the time being. Thank you.